I'm gonna be honest with you. I think people like Anton Daniels shouldn't talk about shit about black men and women's relationships. Since this nigga going around basically buck dancing and bootlicking for white folk. And before all the paint dried on the wall, he was already critiquing what happened down in Cincinnati as the black people fought. Now, you have some people that said that they didn't have to stomp him out like that. You know, and basically you go on different blogs and shit, you have the white folks up there talking about, you know, he didn't have to do that. Okay, let's go with that. What about that brother that got strangled on the motherfucking train? He wasn't talking to nobody, he was just talking to himself. The guy had a mental disability. You have a lot of people walking around New York City like that. They got mental illnesses like that. Did that man deserve to get killed? He wasn't bothering nobody. Yes, he was talking a whole bunch of gibberish, but was it okay for that man to choke that man to death? We ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard no response from the white people about that shit. I guess they was thumbs up with that. But when a white dude gets stumped, some white dudes get stumped out down there in Cincinnati, everybody want to come to the defense of the ones who were the aggressors. Like this guy was going around literally starting fights with people, starting shit, talking shit to people, and then they was a lot of times they was avoiding. But he went too far. He laid his hands on a man, and he fucked around and found out and got the shit. He got stumped out. Now, yes, they said a one more judge, she happened to get punched in the face. Wrong place at the wrong time. She should have been somewhere else. But the whole thing is, I noticed it ain't even the white people. That shit is to be expected out of motherfuckers like them. But when you got Negroes basically who haven't even seen the whole video, running around here talking about, they didn't have to do that, and they were being outrageous doing that and shit like that. They didn't even see the whole video. So now that they seen the whole video, now them niggas don't got shit to say. Because I even told Anton, I said, nigga, what if you got smacked in your face and it was a whole bunch of brothers around you as a white man disrespected you and smacked you in your face? It don't even make a difference as a white man. Let's just say if a motherfucker smacked you in the face. You gonna hope that some people back you up, right? But then again, I don't know, Anton probably would never had done shit. He just looked like one of them motherfuckers. You could smack him and shit, and he won't do shit. Anton looked like one of them bitch made ass motherfuckers. He looked like one of them bitch ass motherfuckers, man. That'll let another motherfucker come and smack him in the face and he not do shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you something else, motherfucker got one time to do me like that, man. Hey, you gonna get some hands thrown on me. I don't give a fuck. That's just all about disrespect. When another man walk up to you and smack you in the face, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to another man. I'd rather a motherfucker steal me, punch me in my face. Punch me in my motherfucking face and get smacked in the face. It's different. People like, well, what's the difference? That's some shit you do to a bitch, man. You smack a bitch. You don't smack no man. If you gonna do something, you gonna deck a man. You gonna try to lay his ass out. The disrespect that he smacked him in the face, that's just, I'ma smack you like a bitch. That's some shit you do to a chick. And that's out of just disrespect. And motherfucker like, what's the difference? It's a big difference. I'd rather for a motherfucker to straight deck me punch my ass in the face than smack me. And motherfuckers don't know it's a big difference with being smacked or motherfucker just straight knocking your ass, hitting you in the face. There's a big difference. The smack is like, I'm gonna disrespect your ass like you a bitch. That's how that shit is. That's how you do women, man. You don't smack no dude. That's all about disrespect, saying, nigga, you a bitch, and I'm gonna smack you like one. You know, just think about it. That just straight up, you don't smack a man in the face. If you gonna do that shit, you just straight punch a motherfucker. And people say, well, what's the difference? It's a big difference. A big difference. As far as on that shit, yeah, he should have got stumped out. They should have stumped that motherfucker out and his buddies out. You going somewhere, whole bunch of black folks. First of all, me personally, just like me going where a whole bunch of Peckerwood crackers at. If it's too many motherfucking crackers somewhere, I'm not going with a whole bunch of crackers in. If it's like two brothers, I know them niggas coons, cause you up there laughing and gollygagging with niggas, some white folks. So I know I ain't gonna get no backup from you. And all the rest of them motherfucking white dudes and white people, nope. I'm turning back around. But when these white folks, they get strong, when they in high numbers, when them white boys in high numbers, well, especially white boys, when they in high numbers, normally the shit they wouldn't say to black dudes, they get the courage to say. Like, you'll have white dudes that personally wouldn't say that kind of racist shit in the presence of a brother because they know a brother gonna throw some hands on their ass. But when they with a whole bunch of white dudes and then you add in the alcohol and shit, that white boy feel like motherfucker Super Saiyan. Yeah, that nigga go to Super Saiyan 3 on a motherfucker. So now, when you got, just imagine you got a whole bunch of white motherfuckers and they all drinking. And you know a lot of them you might have 3 or 4 that's not racist, but all the rest of them motherfuckers racist as fuck. So you already, as a black man, you put yourself in a disposition to get you basically put yourself in a bad place. You in a bad disposition in a situation like that, man. That's why I don't hang out with white people like that, period. Only way I hang out with a white dude if I straight know your ass from the hood. If I know you personally and we got down like that. Other than that, hanging out with a whole bunch of white dudes, strange white dudes, and I don't know you like that, nope. Even motherfuckers I know, I still keep my edge on with them, because you don't never know. You might know that motherfucker throughout your life, and that motherfucker fuck around and change on your ass. You know, so even with that, you gotta keep yourself, always keep your guards up around them people. I don't give a fuck. That even when you in the military, man, you had a lot of motherfucking brothers getting fragged and shit. Y'all don't know that. You have motherfuckers a lot of times where you have white soldiers frag. If you know what fragging is, what they do use a fragment grenade. And they accidentally say they pulled the pin on a fragment grenade and throw it at a black fellow soldier in the middle of a war. This shit happened in the middle of wars where you had white soldiers, then like a certain individual or a black person, and they threw a fragment grenade at them. They call it fragging. But yes, you had that in the military. In Vietnam, my motherfucking dad told me some shit like that, where a motherfucker fragged a couple black soldiers. Yes, that shit was happening. So yeah, it's a whole lot of distrust when you're around them folks, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But yeah, them white boys had that shit coming. I don't give a fuck. But see, I could tell there was foreigners too, because American white dudes know not to do no shit like that. They ain't gonna go down. Ain't no American white dudes gonna go down there and do no shit like that. Not with a whole bunch of niggas down there. Not Not with a whole bunch of niggas. They're not gonna do it. You know, and they might like jazz, but they might go down there because we don't never exclude them from our events. You cool. If you white come down, we ain't gonna do the same shit y'all do to us. Only way we get physical with y'all ass if you come down there like them motherfuckers did, disrespecting us and shit. Then that's where you get you open it up to get a can of whoop ass. Other than that, we cool with everybody. Anybody can come down there. We don't just attack motherfuckers. Don't know black people attack motherfuckers for no reason. But that's what how the media made it spinning. Oh, they attack these poor white people for no reason. They're a racist black whore. Shit like that. Damn, my nose itching. But they made it look like these black people started the whole damn incident, and then Fox spinned it just like that until you find out you go and look at the whole video, which they always, white folks, Fox and the white media always gonna edit the shit. But yeah, definitely these Uncle Tom niggas the worst. You know, they the worst. And they think we supposed to just let that kind of disrespect, just black people should just let that kind of disrespect happen to us. Like we supposed to just let that shit go down like that. Nah. We not them type of niggas. We're not them type of niggas no more.